Welcome back to the live stream. I screwed over a little bit. So, last time we almost finished Masked Ruby. Since that was like 2 days ago, I have now finished Masked Ruby. And I've started on, what's her name? I've started on Jenny Fox, sort of. I'll show what I got so far. Because you
perform a double jump rising.
You've already seen this, but we'll just start it here anyway. It honestly wasn't that much work to get this done.
The spikes, perform an up B and start drifting left in order to make it onto the final edge. After that, make the final Freemater jump, say hello to the Great Pumpkin, and beat the second level. We're now 1/4 of the way done, and it's time to talk about the next character, Jenny Fox.
You know, because I was trying to think of a good song for Jenny Fox. I love that song. Hey, Alice, how you doing? Ah, you're in an ad. That makes sense. Bro, it hasn't even been 5 minutes yet. Like, Twitch has got no chill. Twitch has got literally 0 chill. Ah, nice. Hold on, wait. Listen to this song real quick for Jenny Fox. Yeah, I know what that means.
Jenny Fox.
There it is. There's the Aya.
Now, if you've been
I've given you too much power, damn it. To the double. Hit him with the double Aya. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so now we can move on. Well, actually, what I want to do before I get music started, I want to go into Slap City, and I want to open up. Jenny Fox. So I have not put in audio log free yet. But now, it's here. So we'll have gone from like 31 minutes all the way to... How long's the video now? 43. We've increased the video by another 10 minutes. To be fair, I have not cut up the audio yet, but I'm starting to think this video is probably going to be closer to 2 hours by the time I'm fucking done with it, because we're only on character free. So that'll be fun. You look just like Aya, your wife. I look like Christopher Dumman. But I am actually Marissa Kurosame. Little known fact. little known fact. Yeah, how you doing, Alice, by the way? I realize I have not asked. Yeah, I'm Marissa. The Leaning Tower of Maritza. Or what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Real quick, by the way. So, I decided... So, like, I was gonna listen to this again. But I realized I don't want to listen to rock music. Malwarebytes, fuck off. I don't want to listen to rock music this early in the morning. But I saw this in my recommendeds. And I was like, you know what? This looks like a really cute picture of Alice. I'm sure this is a very, like, nice and wholesome playlist. And I haven't actually listened to it yet, but this was the first thing I saw. This was the first drawing I saw, and I'm like, okay. Okay. Oh, nice. You finished the magazine drawing. That's sick. Where can I go to find it? I would like to see the completed drawing. Like, I mean, to be fair, she looks very relaxed, but you can just see the entirety of her nipple. You can just see the entirety of it. It's not even explicit, which is why I'm okay with pointing it out, but you can see it. And I just feel like maybe that's not what... I mean, you know, more power to whoever drew it, I guess. You're looking at titularly. At least it... what I was saying is, at least it's not lost word patchily. You ever seen that shit? You ever seen lost word patchy?
Alright, Jenny Fox recording time.
Hey, you have. Okay, good. I don't have to explain on the... I want to... Hold on, I'll turn it up on stream because it's really loud. Or it's very quiet, but I'll turn it down on my end. God, that is really fucking quiet. But like, if I turn it to here... Is that even, like, remotely audible? Because it's, like, half the volume that I'm getting. She used to be in your top 5 and then they massacred her. Did seeing Patchley... What, did seeing, like, Patchley's ass really do that much to detract from her? What about it specifically? Aww. I really like the shading on that. That's really cute. Hold on. Oh, let me pull up Discord. I gotta show this shit. I realized I should destroy the evidence until... Here we go. Alright, now we can show it. Look at this. The lambda. Like, one thing I never understand when it comes to art is knowing, like, where to put the shading. Because, like, it makes sense when you're looking at it. Like, yeah, some shading right here, some shading right here, and then some shading right here. But if I'm drawing shit, I would never think to put shading. You know what I mean? I like it, though. It's very cute. No, I need to pull up Task Manager so I can delete Discord from existence now. There we go. It always comes back to Aya. Can never escape. Alright, so yeah, what we're gonna be doing now is I'm just gonna be fucking cutting up audio. Alright. Now it's Jenny's turn, and with her comes a... So I think... Hold on.
Alright, Jenny Fox recording time.
I think I'm about to speak. Hold on, it's any second now. Alright, now it's Jen... I guess it was like 56 or some shit. Alright, now it's Jenny's turn. And with her comes a fun new trick. If you perform a down tilt... Alright, now it's Jenny's turn. And with her comes a... I think that's good. We just need to give it, like, a little bit of space. So, like... Hold on, zoom in so we can get this to be a little more exact. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no, yeah, because this is audio log, this is footage. Yeah. Yeah, again, we're not worrying about footage for now. We're just worrying about getting... We're just worried about getting the audio to line up. We just need all of, like, the non-outtakes. I'm doing alright. I'm glad that I finally got Mask Ruby's section done. Minus the music, anyway, as you can see down... Or over here. There's just this large gap of no music that I'll have to add at some point. But at the very least, all the editing for Mask Ruby's section is done, as far as I'm aware. So I'm pretty excited about that. Especially because school starts very soon. Or class is starting again very soon for me. So I gotta... I had to get that shit sorted out sooner rather than later. Or like, well, to be fair, I don't have to get it sorted out at any time, but I wanted it sorted out before then.
Alright, now it's Jenny's turn.
Let me see. That's
Alright,
wrong
now
number.
it's Jenny's turn. And with her comes a fun...
Goddamn. Hold on. I got distracted. I need to listen to that again.
Alright, now it's Jenny's turn. And with her comes...
There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Aw, that's so cute. Best friends. I'll turn it up a little bit, because it's actually... I can barely hear it at this rate. Dude, these songs are a lot more peaceful. It's a little harder to concentrate over the singing, but I still like them. Whenever I see Natori and Hina together, all I can think of is Touhou M1, where they're a comedy duo. Their bits are really funny.
Alright, now it's Jenny's turn. And with her comes a fun new trick. If you perform a down tilt while holding down the clutch button, Jenny will continue to ride around on her skateboard until you either let go of the clutch button or hit a wall. While this may seem useless at first, this actually gives you access to a couple new options. Namely, hitting the special button turns you around, and hitting the attack button makes you do a sick kickflip. The important about...
There we go. Touhou Grand Prix. Hilariously, when the first time I read Grand Prix, I read it as Grand Prix. And, well, it was funny because I was playing Mario Kart with my mom when I said that. And she was like, don't say it like that. And I was like, why? Because I had no idea what... I had never heard of the term prick at the time.
The important part about this...
Hold on, is this good?
The important about...
Yeah.
The important about...
So I think this should be good if I do it like this. You know, I think like at some point I might want to like actually try watching those skits. All I've seen is I've seen the free like singular skits they've uploaded to YouTube as kind of like teasers. I've never actually watched like a full Grand Prix though. Well, except for the one they did upload, which was the Aki versus Cake. It was the Aki versus Keiki one, which I realize sounds fucking hilarious when you say it like that.
The important part about...
Hold on, let me listen to this.
The attack button makes you do a sick kickflip. The important part about this is... What did I spelled T-H-I-T. Fit.
Wait, I did? Wait, did I fix that during the recording? Probably not. I can find that. I did fix it. The important part about this... Lame. Shouldn't have fixed it. Aww. See, the pictures are wholesome now. This is great. Okay, for one, get rid of some of the dead air.
The attack button makes you do a sick kickflip.
Like, don't get rid of all the dead air, but at least get rid of some of it. So it sounds a little more like this.
It's a kickflip. The important part about this is... What did I spell? I spelled T-H-I-T. It.
You know, today's stream is sponsored by Ayashimemaru's newsletter. My stream specifically? That's news to me. I was not informed. And to celebrate that today... we, and yes, I mean you and me, are going to be... That's a very bad way to misspell gooning. This is to summon Nobeka. Listen, you don't need to do this to summon Nobeka. Listen, he'll show up once he's done with his like 15-hour Limbus grind. All right, it's fine. He'll be here, maybe.
It's gonna bug me.
Oh yeah, you can hear me fix it. Wait a minute. Wait.
It's gonna bug me. The important part about this is that if you perform around 15 kick...
This is 27, which probably means closer to 26.
This is that if you perform around...
Nah, it was just straight up like... It's like mid-26.
About this, it...
God damn. I probably could have just done the 2605. I didn't even realize.
The important part about this is...
Oh my god. We gotta go 25 on this shit? Wait a minute.
The important part about this is that if you...
Alright, perfect. See, look at how much time we're saving now.
Kickflip. The important part about this is that if you perform around 15...
That sounds fine, right? I don't need any space in between.
You're around, and hitting the attack button makes you do a sick kickflip. The important part about this is that if you perform around 15 kickflips... Not around.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. What did I say? What did I say?
The important part about this is that if you perform around 15 kickflips... Not around.
I did say around, didn't I? What did I start again? Hold on.
The important part about this is that if you perform 15 kickflips while...
Okay. Sometimes I just get really stuck trying to read a line. This is just how I work.
The important part about this is that if you perform 15 kickflips...
Realize, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, go to 20.
The important...
What about 21?
The important part about...
Sayonara, I know that word. That means like goodbye or whatever.
The important part about this... The important part about...
Perfect. Alright. Look at this. We save even more time. We're sub... I think we're sub 30 now. Or 43.
Do a sick kickflip.
Look at that.
The important part about this is that if you perform 15 kickflips while on the board, Jenny will explode and gain a constant...
Oh yeah, I need to... Right.
To do a sick kickflip. The important part about this is that if you perform 15 kickflips while on the board, Jenny will explode and gain a constant of 30 speed in a state the game refers to as the Infernal Cruise. This is what's going to allow us to make it into the level. Start skating on the lower platform and perform around 2 kickflips before turning around so as to not fall off the left side or to collide with the wall on the right side. Note that once you're in the Infernal Cruise state, however, colliding with a wall will no longer cancel the skateboard. So once you perform...
Definitely got that wrong. What the fuck? This is some lost word shit, alright? This is a lost word design. But Jesus Christ, look at how built she is. Holy shit. Fucking She goes to the gym like twice a day minimum. Her diet consists of nothing but protein. Got 15 fucking protein shakes. Holy shit. I like the star. It's very cool. Oh wait, she has her own name on her sleeve. Oh my god. Where the fuck was I? Oh, she absolutely came out of the gym. Yeah, I realize I can turn down my headphone volume without turning... No, but turning down my headphone volume doesn't work because I still need to listen to the video. Whatever, I'll just deal. See, this is why Yomu is funny to me, though. Or this is why I like Yomu, because this is a totally valid interpretation of the character. Or I guess, well, not really this clothing. I mean, I guess, but more so this shit. Like, she can be super serious or super goofy, and I love that in a character. Best character. I gingerly performed. Got it. This revised script writing has paid tremendous dividends, can you tell? Oh my god. Note that. Okay, Birdie 2. Or Birdie Free 02, I mean. Oh shit, I'm free. Note that once you're... I like this. Alright, now I need to find out when I need to cut, because I realized I didn't do that. Note that once you're in the Infernal Crew state, however... Alright, I think I found it. It's like this. So as to not fall off the left side, or to collide with the wall on the right side. Note that once you're in the Infernal Crew state, however, colliding with the wall will no longer cancel the skateboard. So once you've gotten into the Infernal Crew state, jump onto the upper platform, and then quickly perform a jump off said platform. From here, start holding to the right, and let go of the clutch button. After that, perform a double jump into an up B, while still drifting to the right, in order to make it onto the ledge. And with that, you're in. Jenny Fox's level is by far the most straightforward of the bunch. This first jump is a very good example of that. Literally just run forward and do a double jump, and then up B, and you'll make it just fine. Hell, you don't even need to double jump. You can just do the up B if you feel like it. This next trick is also straightforward, but requires tighter timing than you might think. From the flag, dash to the left, and then perform a full hop. Once you're over the first spike, start drifting back to the right to line yourself up with the wall, and then perform a wall jump. Once you've got in oh wait. Like, that's just what I'm doing the entire time. This is the whole, like, cutting up shit. I just listen to myself and wait until I mess up. 33-42. Jesus Christ. I'm, like, still considering turning this down. It's so loud. But, like, I have it set so low. Oh, another Patchy. This person really likes Patchy. I mean, look at this guy. This looks like the average Patchy fan. Jesus Christ. There's 81 tracks. Do we even know where's Alice even come up in this shit? She is the thumbnail girl. I don't know. Does Alice even appear in this? Maybe she's just purely the thumbnail girl. Well, there she is, but that's not... That's not thumbnail, or that's not the thumbnail art. What the fuck? Oh, I've seen this art before. Or have I? Pretty sure I have. Yeah, it's... I do need to work on talking a little more during this process. It's just hard to say anything when I'm also trying to, like, listen so hard.
Then perform a wall jump. Once you got in oh, wait. No, I did read that wrong.
No, you're good.
Once you're over the first spike...
You have not missed much. I'm literally just, like, cutting up shit. I can't say much to be real.
Once you got in oh, wait.
Okay, but so...
Once you got in oh, wait.
Now I need
no, I
to
did
go
read that
forward. It's gotta be here.
Once you're over...
Okay, no, so it's near the end of 47. So here.
Once you're over the first...
Look at how much time I've saved.
Full hop. Once you're over the first spike, start drifting back to the right to line yourself up with the wall, and then perform a wall jump. Once you're over the first spike, start drifting back to the right to line yourself up with the wall, and then perform a wall jump once you get in between the second and third blocks or lower.
I see the outtake now. Okay, I understand, because I went back and I read it, and I was like, oh, I did read it wrong.
Wall jump. You can just do the up B if you feel like it. This next trick is also straightforward, but requires tighter timing than you might think. From the flag, dash to the left, and then perform a full hop.
Okay, I think 33-34 is where I need to be. Is there a specific manga panel you like? What, do you mean like from Touhou, or... I mean, if we're talking about manga panels, this one's pretty good. This is a pretty good manga panel, I'd say. This is full fucking techno. Patchy's going off on the fucking on the track. You know what I mean? It's Kagero, and I no longer feel like kicking in her teeth.
Once you're over the first spike, once you're over the first spike, start drifting back to the right to line yourself up to the wall, and then perform a wall jump once you...
We'll be drawing I and want me to destroy the evidence. Nice.
God, what language is that character even in?
Wait, I can figure this out. Hold on. Wait. We have technology. Check this shit out. Hey, Zero-san, how you doing? You're back from the mountains. Remember that you hate road trips. They do take forever. The fuck is MERS? Oh, no, because it's... Oh, no, right. It's Malayan. It's Malayan. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's trying to translate it into English, which it's not a word, so... Interesting. I love it trying to... MERS. Or is that Mrs.? Oh, wait, right. That's how you spell Mrs., isn't it? MRS. Oh, shit, nice. I remember I was playing Punch-Out Wii a while ago. I haven't played it Yeah, I got to like the second round or whatever after you beat Sandman, and then I kind of stopped playing after that. Oh, no, yeah. No, they're a lot more readable. Like, Punch-Out Wii just adds a lot more animation to the punches and, like, makes them, like, slower, too. So they're a lot more readable than in the originals. I think the game still gets pretty challenging later on, though. You got the Disco Kid 2 back in the day, so you want to get past that? Nice. I don't remember if I got the Disco Kid 2. I don't remember where the fuck I got. I just know where I was getting to, like with the rematches. I was winning some of those fights by timeout because I wasn't dealing enough damage to kill them normally. It's also weird window changes. Huh. I'm trying to recall any of those. This next trick is also straightforward, but requires tighter timing than you might think. From the flag, dash to the left, and then perform a full hop. Once you're over the first spike, start drifting back to the right to line yourself up to the wall, and then perform a wall jump once you get in between the second and third blocks or lower. Although not too low, otherwise you won't have enough height to make it over the next spike. Once you get past the ceiling spike, perform a double jump to get over the next set of spikes, and once you're over said spikes, immediately start drifting back to the right so you can perform another wall jump, making sure to perform this one as early as possible. Hold on, I might want to edit that out. I typically don't edit out empty space, but if I have a like, I might want to edit that out. King Hippo's straight jab now lets you do a counter hit on Wii, and you can't do the body shots or Great Tiger's uppercut wind up for stars. Huh. I was never good at hitting counters. So oh my god, that's so cute. Look at that. Yeah, I did not know you could counter fucking King Hippo's straight jab. I know you definitely can't do that on fucking... Yeah, on the NES, but I would not have guessed they let you do that on Wii. Hold on, so... 3406. Or somewhere around here. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. Hold on, so where do I want the cut to be? Perform another wall jump, making sure to perform this one as early as possible. Okay, so like 02, 16. Close enough. Alright, now run it. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. That should be close. As you reach the peak of your wall jump, perform an up. Think like one more second. As you reach the peak of your... Like... So. Perfect. The window's smaller than countering the open mouth slam, but it's still an extra window. Yeah. It's just weird to me that it's there. Because I thought the whole point was that you're not supposed to counter that one. It's supposed to wait until the mouth's open. Start drifting back to the right so you can perform another wall jump, making sure to perform this one as early as possible. As you reach the peak of your wall jump, perform an up B and keep holding left, and you should make it over the final set of spikes and onto the ledge. Note that the timing on the up B is pretty tight, because if you perform it too early, you don't have enough height to make it onto the ledge, and if you time it too late, you just crash into the spikes. I probably read that fine. 42-25 or some shit. One second back. Went through your anime backlog, finally watched Musume movie. Shit's peak. Nice. You're on that full Musume arc.
I probably read that fine. I kind of zoned out. I'm gonna be zoning out a lot this script. Next up.
Something tells me I might reread that, but I don't know.
Next up,
Hold on. Actually, let me hear that out.
Next up, Next up is the...
Yeah, there we go.
Next up...
Make it like 20 or 30 free.
Next up is the...
Yep, there we go. You've been grinding for the PvP event for the past 2 weeks. You know what? There being a PvP event just makes too much sense, actually. You're close. You're gonna have the best horse of all time. The strongest, fastest, most prettiest, or whatever. It's like pretty racing derby, right? That's the tagline.
And if you time it too late, you just crash into the spikes. Next up is the 12 and 14 meter walls. All you need to do to get past the 12 meter wall is to perform a full hop, and once you're at the peak of it, perform a wall jump. Afterwards, you'll perform a double jump back towards the wall into another wall jump. Then, up B and drift to the left to make it onto the 14 meter ledge. Now that we're here, allow me to...
Ahaha! Another mistake! Another classic mistake in the Christopher fucking recording booth.
We're here, allow me to...
I definitely started now that we're here.
Now that we're here... Now that we're here, allow me to... Now that we're here...
We're whittling down the time slowly but surely. My team has 2 aces that stab the enemy and a dedicated buffer that breaks Gold Ship's legs. Could you fucking imagine if that's how the game worked? I feel like people would be a lot more accepting, or I feel like you'd get even more people in the game if that's how it worked. Hold on, I want to see the next art. Oh, that's really cool. Wait a minute. Wait, look at this Satori Koishi art. That's a pretty cool Sanai. I like it. What do you mean you're not joking? That's how it works functionally? How do you functionally stab the enemy without literally stabbing them?
Then, up B and drift to the left to make it onto the 14 meter ledge. Now that we're here, allow me to officially welcome you to the first trick that necessitates the use of attack-cancelled wall jumps. Luckily, Jenny's attack-cancelled wall jumps are on the easier side to perform compared to the rest of the cast. Just keep in mind that her only good option for attack-cancelled wall jumps is a down air. With that in mind, perform a full hop, and then at the peak of it, perform around 2 to 3 attack-cancelled wall jumps. Then, perform 1 more wall jump, and at the peak of that, perform a double jump back towards the wall. Afterwards, perform an up B and start drifting to the left to make it onto the wall. From there, just fall down to the left and you've made it. Note that you can perform 1 more wall jump after the double jump if you want a little more wiggle room, although it's not necessary.
Also, you know what I'm realizing? Hold on, let me keep in mind 3526, and I'll reach out in a second. What does my audio sound like here?
Rising side B going to the right, and then air dodge right before you hit the spikes to make it to the final jump.
It sounds the same. Cool. Okay, back to 3526. Rice Shower and Grass Wonder use a knife and Nagitana for their ults. What? So they literally stab. How the fuck? Well, how is that allowed? You're suddenly very disappointed you're neither of them. Hello, Nobeka. You see, Alice, this is what I was telling you about. We didn't need to do anything to get Nobeka to appear. We just had to wait. What do you mean? What they shoot people? These horse races are a lot more violent than I thought they were. I thought it was just girls run fast. Well, it's fine if she has a revolver, but why'd they let her bring it onto the fucking racetrack?
Wiggle room, although it's not necessary. This room, as always, is a freebie.
Oh, right. Since Musume is in the conversation, there's an Angie's tack-on appreciation post. So, or Agnes? I'm gonna assume that's another horse from that game. Gold chips all makes her embody 17.5 Marasa and Frozen Anchor. You did mention that. I forgot about that. Where? I must know.
A little more wiggle room, although it's not necessary.
There he is. It's Nobeka.
Note that you can't.
Alice wanted you here earlier because she wanted to go to Aya.
And perform one more wall jump after the double jump if you want a little more wiggle room, although it's not necessary. This room, as always, is a freebie. This next jump is a little more on the trickier side. What do you have to do? Wait.
I didn't jump too far forward, did I? I just really want to make sure.
Peak of that, perform a double jump back towards the wall. Afterwards, perform an up B and start drifting to the left to make it onto the wall. From there, just fall down to the left and you've made it. Note that you can perform one more wall jump after the double jump if you want a little more wiggle room, although it's not necessary. This room, as always, is a freebie. This next jump is a little more on the trickier side. What do you have to do? Wait.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see over the. Again, Ayagoon Squad. Consider it. It has a double meaning. It's more consider. Oh, that's a very good drawing of Yuko. Amen, brother. Like, it's not even that I hate the term Ayagooning Squad. Like, I'm whatever on it. I just think the term Ayagoon Squad, though, is funnier. I am what we in the business call a shrewd negotiator. Oh, crowd, how you doing? I love opening Lost Word just to find medicine on the title screen saying asterisk pats your head asterisk. Wait, so she pats your head? I don't know if she can reach your head. I guess she can fly. I feel like she'd be too small, though.
Wait. What do you have to do here?
I feel like you'd more likely be the one to pat her head. You're like, oh, that's my adorable little murder doll. Slip 7... I assume sip 7 liters of poison on your drinking. Oh no, it is slips on your drinking water. The Lost Word main character is canonically a fucking 8-year-old. Wait, really? What do you mean they're canonically an 8-year-old? I guess since they only came into existence when the game started. How long has Lost Word been out for? I thought you were linking to evidence that the main character is an 8-year-old. What is this? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Although the mix it's on immediately has this, like, heavy death metal shit. Okay, well, that's kind of a good song, though. I'm not gonna lie. And we also have Akatia. We can never escape Akatia and her 5 planets. Especially purple medicine. What is purple medicine? Do you mean the medicine that looks like Yukari? Peta. 4 years? But I mean, they're literally depicted as a child by every character in the game. Really? I would not have guessed. Well. Okay, well, Hakati is definitely not a kid. Alright, we can agree on that. Well, I mean, I'm not disagreeing that the main character is an 8-year-old. I'm just surprised. Side. What do you have to do? Wait. What do you have to do here? Side. What do you have to... I need to find that one blank spot. Side. What do you have... Side. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? Well, one more frame. What do you have to do? Perfect. What do you have to do? Wait. What do you have to do here? Perfect. Behold. Behold the power of the French. I mean, the French are pretty cool. This next jump is a little more on the trickier side. What you have to do here is face to the left and... Wait. I can't read right now. I'm going to assume I start over on... Wait. Is Lost Word pulling an Azure Lane where the main character... Oh, there's still a minute left. Or wait. Well, no, but it's... Nah. It's gotta... Yeah, this guy... Still a minute left. Azure Lane where the main character is canonically younger than all the ship girls. Or do you mean the main... Do you mean the main character acts and is treated by everyone as if they're 8 years old? The first one. Okay. Also, Alice, what do you realize? That weight is not a good sign. What you have to do here is... Hell's Azure Lane again? Isn't Azure Lane that one weird gacha? Once I'm done with Diose, when you saying at the end of the video, I a Goon Squad forever? Wait, what video? This one? Like at the end of the stream? I mean, sure, why not? If you want that as a soundbite, I can give you it as payment. I don't know. Oh, you think I'm gonna read that shit? Yeah, that's fair. End of stream. All right. Oh, I'm on a different song now. Back to Yuyuko. This next jump is a little more on the trickier side. What you have to do here is face to the left and then jump into the pit. Then start holding to the right against the wall. Note that if you don't face to the left here, you'll just die to the upcoming spikes. Once you get underneath the ceiling spike, perform a double jump towards the rightmost wall, and then at the peak of your double jump, perform a wall jump towards the left wall. Once you reach the wall, immediately perform another wall jump, quickly followed by a down air to make it over the tiny set of spikes. For some reason, the down air helps you cross the gap, although I have no idea why it does. I just know I typically die when I don't perform it. Another thing to note... Wait... Yeah, I did know. Yeah, because they timestamped the second half. Or, oh, no. For the one I clicked out of, No, we were done with it by that point. It was a completely different video. Because we were... When I first brought up that possibility, we were on Last Spurt. And then I listened to Last Spurt, and then it went over to the next song in the playlist, which is actually different now, because I guess the mix randomizes. But it switched to the next song in the mix. So we were done with it by that point. The 200,000 or the 279,812 playlists have vocals. Oh yeah, these ones. Yeah, this is a different. Yeah, because this is a different guy. This is some Korean dude. I assume that's Korean. That looks Korean. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm very ignorant. But yeah, this is an SM. I wanted this one because this one, the thumbnail looked a lot more peaceful. And then I got hit with this, with this image of Patchouli. So, I don't know. I didn't even realize the water there. The water looks really nice. Oh, hello. Hold on. We have an emote for people like you. God damn it. I'm really slow at this shit. I did it. I banned the bot. Thank you, Nobeka, for letting me get that one. That Patchy looked unmovable. It's more so her clothes are skin tight. It's the issue. Clothes are very tight. What the fuck was I doing? Right, there was an error here. Yuko's going on some speech or some shit. Oh no, this one's not. Hold on. You know what? I'll show you for context. This one is not loosely fitting. This is not loosely fitting. It's just not. It's just not. Yeah, actually, that is the comparison I made. Oh no, yeah, I've seen Lost Word Patchy. I saw it for myself when I played a little bit of Lost Word, because she appears near the beginning of the game. Another thing to note... Wait. It's basically Lost Word Patchy, except instead of her ass, it's her chest. Oh, wait. That's what that drawing of Patchy is. That is true. That is true. Didn't know. Wait. Comparatively, it's loosely fitting. Only comparatively, though. Another thing to note. Another thing to note. How do I make it loose without making it look like uncooked bread? Okay, that is fair, yeah. Still, I don't think they had to put that much detail into her chest. I'm just saying. They put a lot of detail on that shit. Wait. Here. Another thing to note about. Just go back a second. Another thing to note about this. Although I have no idea why it does. I just know I typically die when I don't perform it. Another thing to note about this is that you can perform an attack canceled wall jump here if you're not gaining enough height.
although this is much harder and you shouldn't need to, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. Once you're in the spike pit, stay near the left side of the spikes, and when the left side opens up, start drifting left. Before you touch the ground spikes, perform an up B, and then start drifting to the left again to make it to the next checkpoint. This next gap is simple.
Like, you want to show a bit of the body under the clothes? That, you want to show a bit, yeah. So, again, so it doesn't look like uncooked bread. They put a lot of detail into her nipple, though, on that one. They put a lot of detail into... Or not a lot, but they put probably more than they should have. That's my main issue with that one.
Simple as the method for clearing it is literally the exact same way you got into the level in the first place. But now it's even easier as you don't need to hop onto a ledge before you go for the jump. Alright, so this next trick is kinda jank, but bear with me here.
Oh. Right. That's the entire explanation I gave for that. Right, that's the entire explanation for getting that jump. Alright. Also, cool. I think I've seen this one, but yeah, cool Narumi. I like it.
You have a 70-meter gap you need to cross, and they've given you yet another moving steel beam. Luckily, compared to It'll Do Steel Beam, this one is a lot easier. It's still weird, though. What you need to do...
Nah, it's an outtake. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
What you need to do...
Forward.
What you need to do... What you need to do is get onto...
I can move it forward by, like, this.
What you need to do...
Look at that. Beautiful. Keep moving it.
This one is a lot easier. It's still weird, though. What you need to do is get onto the steel beam, and then get into the infernal... Wait.
God damn it. I think the funniest way to mention my favorite Umas with as little context as possible, but only typing their nicknames. Oh god, their nicknames are probably fucking wacky.
Okay, let me read that again.
What? Rewind.
What you need to do here is get onto the steel...
Just to make sure, that is what I say here, right?
It's still weird, though. What you need to do is get onto the...
Okay. The Black Assassin. Second coming of the Beast. Conqueror of Century's End. White Lightning. Pervert. These sound like side quest names. Except for Pervert. Who the fuck's called Pervert? That's like the worst nickname you could ever get.
It's still weird, though. What you need to do here is get onto the steel beam, and then get into the Infernal Crew state. Now, normally there's no way to make this state speed go above 30, but if you fall off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed. And you have enough... You gain a...
I didn't know the fan base was represented as a Uma in the game itself. Listen, that's every fan base, alright? Gonna give all the context needed. Digitan moment. The only one you recognize is Black Assassin. The other ones, they could be literally any character.
A bit of speed. And you have enough time to turn around and...
Hold on. So where do I do the reread?
You gain a bit of speed. And you have enough time to turn around and get back on the steel beam while maintaining your speed. If you manage to...
You gain a bit of... Okay, let me listen to this.
here is get onto the steel beam and then get into the Infernal Crew state. Now, normally there's no way to make this state speed go above 30, but if you fall off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed. And you have enough.
I think I'll just cut it at you gain a bit of speed, which was like 30 or some shit. She's cute. Aw. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we've seen this one before. It's still adorable. Send a couple of gifts to discard. Alright, let me see this. She's dead. This does not clear up anything to me. Is this even the same character? I guess it is. I'm gonna not. I mean, it's nothing explicit, but I'm not showing that on stream. Cause I don't know what's going on. That's the pervert. Alright. Do I really want to add... Fuck it, whatever. I was gonna say, do I want to add Musume Black Assassin to my Google search history? But sure. Oh, I've seen her before. I forget how I've seen her before, but I've seen her before. Yeah, she looks cool. The Black Assassin. She has a gun. Unless it's not her. Did a quick sketch? Let me see this. I like that. I like that. very Alice. That's yeah. That's very Alice. That's very you. It's got the same energy going on though. I like it. Okay, since it's custom art. Hold on. Yeah, I want to show this because this is custom art. I guess I can show the Musume gifts I got sent. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let me pull up Discord. I doesn't love characters that seem to have frills as hair. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Okay, Senza Zero-san, show me the gifts first. This is... Okay. This is the context. I was sent a gif of this character. I don't understand her. But you know what? You go, boss girl. There's also this where she's just dead. She dies. She is fucking... What's her name? She's zombie girl. Okay. Oh yeah, no, but so, and this is the second one. So this is want me to destroy the evidence. This is the face she's got going on, and then this is what Alice drew. Very Alice energy going on here. Zhongxi, yeah. She's like a Zhongxi. Yoshika, yeah, that's it. This is Yoshika Erasure. She's erased from existence. She's on to me. She's gonna find out. You can never escape Aya.
off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed. And you gain a bit of speed. And you have enough time to turn around and get back on the steel beam while maintaining your speed. If you manage to...
Wait, where did I leave off?
Uh-oh. What you need to do here is get onto the steel beam and then get into the infernal cruise state. Now, normally there's no way to make this state speed go above 30, but if you fall off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed.
So here. Oh, that's a cool Mistia. Look at that. Look at those wings. Look at how detailed those are. Ask away.
And you have enough... You gain a bit of speed. And you...
Okay, cut here.
And you have enough... You gain a bit of speed. And... And you have enough time to turn...
Oh, yeah, I was doing manga panels with Aya.
And you have enough time... And you have enough time...
Okay, so get rid of this. Alright, Misty's a cool character.
Above 30, but if you fall off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed, and you have enough time to turn...
Okay, I need more of a pause between that.
Above 30, but if you fall off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed, and you have enough time...
Need it zoomed in more.
Above 30, but if you fall off the steel beam while moving in the same direction as it, you gain a bit of speed, and you have enough time to turn around and get back on the steel beam while maintaining your speed. If you manage to...
If you do, you forgot it exists. Only for the time being, though. One day it'll return to the realm of the living.
If you manage to...
That makes sense. It's really easy when you're reading something like a manga to just, like, keep, like, just flipping through, like, the second your brain's like, yeah, I got enough of it. There was something, like, Hazel talked about, and I was like, God, that is true. Like, there's a lot of times I don't really, like, stop on a panel to, like, really, like, look and take it in. Like, I'll just, like, my brain just gets, like, enough of the image and then reads the text, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Fuck it if I'm drawing Ty in a Chainsaw Man panel again. That'll be sick.
If you manage to...
3, 4, 5.
You manage to perform this...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you manage to perform this...
Ah. Now let's see this shit.
Maintaining your speed. If you manage to perform this 3 times in a row without losing...
I feel like I need to zoom in more than that. Like here.
Speed. If you manage to perform this for...
Maybe I do need it a little farther.
If you manage to perform this 3 times in a row... Like, hold on, is that good? Maintaining your speed. If you manage to perform this 3 times in a row without losing speed, you should be at around...
I feel like I want that to be just a little farther out. Is this Aya? Oh, it is. There she is. That's your wife. We got a lot of characters in... Actually, no, we've had 2 characters in water. It looks like her hand's being consumed by, like, ice. Shirno got to her. You just need to hear 1 measure of Wind God Girl. It's all you need. It is time.
If you manage to perform this 3 times... Maintaining your speed. If you manage to perform this 3 times in a row without losing speed, you should be at around 60 speed, which is more than enough to make the jump. So just jump to the right, and once you start getting low on the screen, perform an upbeat.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, I realized I deleted something. It's fine. I know what I should say. So just jump to the right. Doesn't matter if you have your double jump or not.
Jesus Christ.
Double jump or not. Okay, hold on. Let me get back into the flow of this. Should be at around 60 speed, which is more than enough to make the jump. So jump to the right. Doesn't matter if you save your double jump or not.
Okay. So it's like almost 20. I feel like we're getting a little too explicit. Well, is Fap 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 too explicit? I don't actually know. How explicit is Fap? We're riding on a thin line here.
Enough to make the jump. So jump to the right. Doesn't matter if you save your... To make the jump. So... The jump. So...
Go forward another 10 frames.
So, jump to the right.
They're talking about favorite protection ring from Dark Souls. True. Favor and Somebody definitely has that as like a fucking redeemable thing. It's like favor and protection. You know which is the better Touhou bird? Hold on. Which is... Alice just ended, so... Is that Oh, that is Marissa. What the fuck is going on with her hands? This is sick, but I don't understand a lot of it. Oh, yeah. This is Hollow Song of Board. It's this little munchkin. Ooh, this is pretty good, actually. Hold on.
So, jump to the right. Doesn't matter if you save your double jump or not. And once you start getting low on the screen, perform an upbeat.
Oh, wait. This is fine, right?
So, jump to the right.
Happy Pride. Enjoy the 20 FPS boss fight. Listen, we have pride in our 20 FPS boss fights. I say we as if I'm a part of the LGBTQ plus community. It's like, wait, how's the rest of that go? My mom's a part of it, so like it's like close enough, right, chat? Come on. I get a pass here, right? I get a pass. It's like my mom's based for me. I don't need to be based. Can't believe Kaisendo predicted both UM and Fossilized World in one game. True.
But once you start getting low on the screen, perform an up B. The jump. So just jump to the right and
you're gonna play so with so.
Jump.
So jump.
So just
ow.
So just jump.
Look at all this time save. Jesus.
60 speed, which is more than enough to make the jump. So jump to the right, doesn't matter if you save your double jump or not. And once you start getting low on the screen, perform an up B. Immediately start drifting right again, and you should make it to the other side. Keep in mind though that this simpler method only works if you have 60 speed. If you're at around 50 to 40 speed, the jump definitely is still possible, but you'll be required to not accidentally lose your double jump. Oh wait. But you'll be required to not
Okay, so we want it on but I remember where the second one is, so we'll do that. As a trans bisexual 2-in-1 combo, you definitely have the pass and are intact based. Nice. I like intact based though. I know that was autocorrect, but I like being intact based. Intact. It's like my baseness, it's intact right now. You're not gonna find any you're not gonna find any cracks on this basedness. Yeah, my baseness remains intact, exactly.
Accidentally lose your double jump while attempting to jump off this.
But just like Patchouli.
Accidentally lose your double jump while attempting to jump off the steel beam, which
wait, I had it on but, right? Where was it?
You'll be required to not accidentally lose. But you'll be required.
There we go.
But you'll be.
Gotta have that big butt. I'm officially losing my mind, chat. Don't worry about Streamer, alright? Streamer will say some things, and that's okay, alright? This is just a natural part of being Streamer. It's just a natural part of the process. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit of a clown.
60 speed. If you're at around 50 to 40 speed, the jump definitely is still possible, but
here?
But
oh. Aww. A very adorable munchkin. This actually kind of looks like a Touhou OC, I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a Touhou OC. This looks like an incredible Touhou OC. It's all OC. Is this just a... Hold on. I'm not gonna listen to this, but is this just... No, I guess... Nah, it looks different enough. I thought this was just straight up a mix between Satori and Koishi. They're really like Satori's hairstyle, though. It's very inspired by that. Except for this bit. This is inspired by somebody else. But this top half here looks like Idol Satori. The Vocaloid Touhou? Oh, that's hilarious. Legally distinct Komeiji sister. This is Comb Ag Satori. Satire. like, think like comb, like C-O-M-B. Combeji satire. Yeah, satire komeji. There, that's a lot simpler, actually.
But you'll be required to not... But...
I would not have guessed this is Marissa.
40 speed, the jump definitely is still possible, but you'll be required to not accidentally lose your double jump while attempting to jump off the steel beam, which, trust me, is sometimes much easier said than done. The jankiness of this trick comes entirely from how you build up enough speed on the steel beam. Theoretically, you could hop back and forth on the steel beam and only try to run off it when you're sure you'll be moving in the same direction as it, although this is also much easier said than done considering how fast you'll be moving. What I personally like to do is to try to build up... Wait.
That fucking blew out my mic. What I personally... I got this, like, pop filter shit. It's not functioning as a pop filter, though. Her name is just Toon Rico, and the mid-boss of her stage is the Archangel Michael. Okay, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute.
Do is to try to build up... Wait.
Okay, what line am I trying to replace?
Do is to try to build up... Wait. What I
So it's what I...
What I personally like...
Okay, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. What I personally like to do...
I'm very glad we're getting rid of the first take on that.
What I personally...
Jesus Christ.
What
I think I got that right. Hold on. Yes, I did. Get it out of here. Get it out of my recording. Save the eardrums.
Considering how fast you'll be moving. What I personally like to do is try to build... Wait.
God damn it.
Is try to start building up speed on the left side. Yes, that is what I wrote.
This is some Vocaloid shit right here. This is 100% Vocaloid.
What I personally like...
Alright, let me listen to what the hell I wrote.
Direction as it. Although this is also much easier said than done considering how fast you'll be moving. Okay. What I personally like to do is to try to start building up speed on the left side with the hope of being able to build up enough speed by the third go-around. But what usually ends up happening is I just keep flip-flopping between the left and right edges of the beam until I think I have enough speed to make the jump. Next up is the 19-meter wall. This jump is, yet again, very simple, but requires very strict timing. What you have to do is perform a full hop, and at the very peak of it, perform your double jump. And at the very peak of that, you need to start...
Thank God I can barely hear it. Is it hard to hear in general, or is it just hard to hear over the fucking blaring music? Or do you mean the music's hard to hear? Because I have no clue. I know the music's like half the volume I am, but like it's so loud in my ears, it makes it really hard to adjust for stream. Aww. There's like 3 potential audio problems that could be going on. I have no clue which one it is.
You need to start... You need to start before. Okay. And at the very peak of that, you need to.
Okay, let me just jump forward by like 5 seconds.
You need to start performing wall.
Part of it is that I'm on speakers rather than headphones. Okay, well, to be fair, I think it should be hearable even if you're on speakers, so that's still a me issue.
You need to start performing wall jumps.
But I am curious, what is it that the music's too quiet on y'all's end?
You need to start. You need. You need to start. You need to start.
There we go.
Very peak of it, perform your double jump. And at the very peak of that, you need to start performing wall jumps going back.
Okay, something's wrong there other than just the thing lagging. Hold on. I need to listen to this. I think... headphones have good quality, but these speakers just suck. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I get what you're saying then.
You need to start performing wall.
Wait, should I do?
You need to start performing. You need to start performing.
See, yeah, there's just straight up an S there.
You need to start performing.
Okay, let me do this. Now let me listen.
Perform your double jump. And at the very peak of that, you need to start performing wall jumps.
So that's not exactly it.
Perform your double jump. And at the very peak of that, you need to start performing wall jumps going back and forth up.
Oh, that's actually fine. Hold on.
Perform your double jump. And at the very peak of that, you need to start performing wall jumps going back and forth up the wall as high as they'll go. Once you can just barely see the next checkpoint, perform an up B and then drift either left or right. And you should just barely make it onto the ledge. Alright.
Alright. Music back on.
The final trick, and luckily this is not that much harder than the first jump in the level was. Simply just up B into the bumpers, and the second you touch them, perform another up B. Keep doing this until you reach the top of the second bumper. From here, you'll want to have the bumper launch you up into the left towards the spike tunnel. From here, start drifting left, and then right before you touch the spikes, perform a double jump. Afterwards, perform an up B right before you touch the spikes again, and you should just barely make it onto the ledge. From there, make the 3-meter jump, do some target practice with the pumpkin, and beat the level. Now that we're done with the...
Even at the end, we still have outtakes.
Now that we're done with the... Now that we're done with the... Now that...
I love how you can tell I try to go way deeper after the voice crack. It's like, you see, now that we're done with the second level, my good sir.
Now that we're done with the simple level, stop...
Yeah, it's simple, not second. This is the third level.
Now that we're done with the simple level, it's time for something a little more complex. Next up is Fish Bungee.
I mean, I can keep listening, but...
I think that should be good. ABS. 11 minutes.
Alright. We now have all of the audio cut. Let me just listen to this bit one more time.
Practice with the pumpkin and beat the level. Now that we're done with the simple level, it's time for something a little more complex. Next up is Fish Bungee.
Yeah, alright. So we cut off like 3 minutes of outtakes, roughly. Or like almost 3 minutes of outtakes in an 11-minute recording. Jesus Christ. And this is the simple level. Alright. So, honestly, what I want to do, the last thing I want to do for today, I think we're going to dick around for a little bit. And what I want to do is I want to export the project, and because I haven't, an important part about this is watching back sections to see if there's anything I really want fixed. So I'm going to export this, and I'm going to watch back Masked Ruby section. In the meanwhile, we're going to dick around in Touhou. Yeah, because we got about 30 minutes left. I already know I like It'll Do sections, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, we're just gonna play Touhou for a bit and just and dick around. Should I do that? Nah, I really should do the watching on my own. Alright, stop the conversion. Stop it. Nah, we're not doing that. You gonna play Fairy Wars or Touhou 20? I was gonna play 12.5, but honestly... Because what I should do is I should edit, and then I should... I'm torn. I know I should, like, start editing this shit right now, but also I kinda want to, like, watch back Masked Ruby section. Fuck it. I don't think it's a bad idea to do that. I don't think it's a bad idea. Yeah, replace it. Fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna play some 12.5. Fuck it. We're gonna play. I'm torn. I'm a torn individual. Okay, we're gonna switch back over to Touhou. If only that 5 was changed by an 8. Wait, 18.5? Or no, 12.8. Right, no, because 12.8 is Great Fairy Wars. 12.3 is Soku, isn't it? And never fight, see the day. Goofing around. Goofing around until export is done. And then we're gonna have switch over to 12.5. Perfect. And then, hold on. We got a lot of setup for this. I think I can stop the music for now. I'll play music if... If the radio player is redeemed, I'll have it going. What the fuck is I doing? Window resizer. Visible. This one. 1920 by 1080. Zun made free 12 games that are better than UFO. It's just like, which one could we be talking about? Could be any of them. Forget. Oh yeah, I was on level 8. Zun didn't make 12.3. That was Twilight Frontier. Comment invalidated. UFO is peak game. Nothing is better than it. Ow, I forgot what this spell card was. Yeah, I was struggling with this one last time. Or not last time I played this on stream, but just in general, I was struggling. You know, maybe that wasn't my best idea. Yeah, whatever. I got her... I forget how I did it, but I got her into a loop before. I think it's 1 and 2 and 3, and then you charge up, and then you die. Exactly. That's exactly how you do it. So you do 1 and 2 and 3, and then you die. So you swap. God, that is actually a really loud sound effect for that shit. I've never noticed. So you do 1. So you do 1 and then 1, and then you do 2. And you do 3, and then you charge up, and then you do, and then you do a 1, and you do a 2, and you do a 3, and then you charge, and you do 1, and you do 1 and 2 and 3, and then you switch. Listen, guys, this is the pattern. This is how you get this shit to work. This is how you get it to work. Ow. This is how you get it to work. Trust the process. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Two, 3. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, I went too fast. You are back with the food? Nice. What kind of food you got? Ow. Also, you're just in time to see your bird wife get absolutely demolished. Ah. Shit. Caesar salad, nice. I'm actually not a big fan of salad myself. I realize a lot of the healthy shit that I should enjoy, I just don't, which is unfortunate, to say the least. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing bird wife. Really is. She really is a hydrogen bomb. And then it's coughing bird wife, Kizuna. Listen, I don't mean to kill your wife. It's just happened. It's just a horrible set of circumstances, alright? It's not my fault. Can you imagine that? Just like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kill your wife. Nah, you gotta understand, it was an accident. You know, I was just there, the knife was in my hands, I just thought, you know, I could. It's, you know, just very unfortunate set of circumstances, really. Definitely not my fault. How could that ever be my fault? Come on. Thank you. Thank you. We all make mistakes in the heart of passion, Jimbo. Listen, the heat of the moment, you know, it's just a natural part of part. Well, this is 7 photos. Oh, that's fucked. This is the heat of the moment. Okay, well, just fucking chasing me. These damn fairies chasing me around and shit. Gotta get that shit. Bop. There's 4 more photos. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more ears? It's like, you know, yo, Oren's got a lot of ears. She does have a lot of ears, though. This you cannot deny. Something hilarious. I recently got AIM Labs, and it's like, it's so funny, like the praise they'll give you, because like the program's able to like kind of like judge your gameplay and tell you like if you're overstreaming, if you're understreaming. Hold on. No, I shouldn't have gone. But it'll tell you you're like overstreaming or understreaming for certain things, or not streaming, but flicking. You know, fucking come on. But like, it'll also just compliment you on like the smallest fucking things, where it's like, oh man, you have a lot of confidence in your shots, like. Cause like all the little like challenges you play are like a minute or whatever, and you're shooting like multiple times, but they're like, oh man, 2 of your shots were in under 200 milliseconds. That's really good. And it's like, oh man, a whole 2 of them. That's great. I really feel accomplished right now. Shit. Come on. Come on. There we go. Easy shot. I don't need aim labs to know I'm understreaming. My goofy ass hasn't opened OBS in like a year now. Just like, you're not streaming enough. Maybe you should pull this up on twitch.tv/.com. Damn it. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was like, man, what's so hard about this one? This one seems easy. I am understanding now what the issue is. God damn it. Your sons are too big, Oku. I can't fucking get around them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 4. Damn it. I was trying to ride that out to the last second. Damn it. Yeah, no, but, like, yeah, I did, like, what was it? I was on stream and, or I was playing, or I wasn't streaming, but I was playing, I was playing Minecraft Arenas on Senpu stream, and just in between matches, I was just playing Aim Labs, and I was like, you know what? I get why people like this shit. It's pretty fun. Jesus Christ. Cannot believe that shit counted. That's what you gotta do. You gotta take one shot to get rid of them, and then you gotta take another shot to shoot your shot. To take the shot! Okay, hold on. We need a reset. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, Chief. That ain't gonna work, Chief. Chief, that ain't gonna work. What is it? Why is this the Luna spell? Or that's not Luna, that's Star. Is it? What do you mean this is like the lie down and die spell? I take the shot. Wubba lubba dub, is that true? Wubba lubba dub, is that true? Now, long as fuck of not really anything happening. I mean, you know, there's a lot happening. I just can't get in. There wasn't anything happening, then I'd just be able to shoot her. Can't hit her. I can't hit her. She's untouchable. God damn it. God. Fuck Christ. I can't. What do I do? What do I do? Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. It's a third shot. Ow. I just ran into it. Feel like maybe there's a better method, but if there is, I have no clue what it is. I cannot believe that counted. Come on, my angle fucking sucked. Because I want to like be moving to the right when I take it, but it's so hard. It's so hard to be moving to the right. It's so hard. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Success. Come on, I'm taking it too early. I'm rushing. I'm rushing. I'm rushing around. What was it? Somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looks like a girlfriend, and I heard of that and down. What do you mean I lived? God damn it. Imagine how tan Aya's getting now. She's gonna look like Tan Shirno. She'll be so cool. She'll be fucking living in the sun. It'll be great. Living in the summer sun. Living in the sunshine. Sprinkle it with dew. It's a miracle or two. Okay. You gotta time it. You gotta time it. I didn't time it. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. It's so simple. All you gotta, come on. All you gotta do is, come on, I did it twice. All you gotta do is just time it. You just gotta be one shot ahead of the bread line, one skip ahead of the sword. I shoot only what I can afford. That's everything. I remember my sister had me listening to that shit because she played in the car ride one time, and I was like, damn, I forgot how, like, unironically fun this song is. So gotta keep up. God damn it. God damn it. I am moving way too early, by the way. I'm getting it, though. It's happening. I'm seeing the code. I'm seeing the Zun code that he wrote, and I'm understanding all of its nuances, all of its flaws, and all of its beauties. And I understand why this man is a person that exists in real life, even. I may have fucked up. Yeah, I just fucked up. Because I have to, no matter what, I have to time my shot so that the next sun is just appearing. See, that's correct. What's not correct is I didn't get rid of the Ever Sun, so now shit sucks completely. Thank God. It was a little too quick on that. Don't rush it. You don't need to rush. See? Look at what happens when you don't rush. Things still work out just fine. God, no, 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 yes! Come on! Yes! I get so excited, man. I get so excited. How many? 7 again? And it's Cat's Walk. And it's Cat's Walk. What the fuck? What is she doing? What is this? What is this garbage? Oren, why? Why would you do this to me, Oren? Why would you make me do 7 of this, Oren? Ah. I think it's the same deal as Oku. I want to make it a little too late. Bah. Like that. You want to catch her then. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ah, shit. Yeah, no, that was all according to plan. Definitely. Oh, like 100% though. That was completely my bad. That was just completely my bad. You gotta keep up. No. I'm scared and I can't read it. I can't read it properly. I'm really bad at keeping track of Oren's position because I'm too afraid. Damn it. God. Okay, it's always aimed at me. I just need to keep that in mind. I don't need to think about where Oren is. I just need to make sure to sidestep whenever she does anything. Okay, well, and I also need to make sure to not run into the bullets. That would probably also help if I did that. God damn it. God damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, I've kind of trapped myself, actually. Get her. I don't know where to move. I don't know where to move. I don't know where to move. There's gotta be a better strat than what I'm doing. There's gotta be. But I don't know what it would be. My strat has to suck, but I also don't know how to make my strat not suck. By the way, I'm trying to remember. So, double spoiler has, like, is Aya's section only, like, the first half of the game? How does this work? Because I know you can play as Hatate in this. Didn't Hatate have, like, her own entire section after this? You do this basically the same way I'm doing it? Okay, so it's just play better. Ow. I just gotta play better. Alternatively. Oh, so, okay, they're literally the same scenes. You just play as Hatate now. Only a shorter charge time and less range. Okay, so I might not play as Hatate afterwards, then. Might not. We're just gonna quickly, double spoiler scene. Which one is this? This is 8-7. Let's see how the internet does it. Here we go. From 15 years ago. No, we count the pixels. This is how you know it's good. We can count the pixels on this. Yeah, so basically the same way I'm trying to do it. Also, I realize I haven't muted the game yet. That's fine. Yeah, just hit her on the way up. Okay, but they're generally just streaming it to the left. I stream it back and forth. They're streaming it to the left. Okay, you know what? That helps a lot to think about it that way. They did that to clear a room, though. But yeah, see, look here. They're generally streaming it to the right. Then they go up. And then they start streaming it to the left. They do restream sometimes, though, if it gets too bad. Also, that's to catch her there. Since they got her down there, though, that means they can start streaming it to the left again. Okay, they really like using their shots to clear room. Basically do the same thing you're already doing, but be more mindful of your timing so you delete her bullets as they spawn. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how important that was. I guess it's important. Alright, what about this one? Also from 15 years ago. Is this just the same shit? Let's run at a double speed. Yeah, right as it spawns. I love the piano going fucking insane. But see, look at that. Look at the way they stream it. You see what I'm saying? They stream it. Look, it's the Asprey FM. How far away is it? This is 87% exported. We're getting there. So it's streamed to the right. Yeah, no, I needed to wait for her to get there and then do it. Nope, too early. Too early, too early. Ah. I'm not sure how good the, like, doing wide shots are here. I like it, because I feel like I have a better chance of deleting bullets. Perfect. Last photo. Get that stupid cat. Perfect. Okay, yeah, no. Literally, like, yeah, it was just two things I had to fix. It was just those two things, and it was perfect. It was an easy shot. What the fuck? What are you... No. No, no, what? What are you... Okay, what are you doing? What is this? I love the wriggle show. We got it. Oh, fuck. Oku, what is this? Oku, why? Why would you do this to me, Oku? Aye. Fan game pattern number 255. But it's official, so that makes it funny. If it's just like random like fan game, or if it's just like random like Touhou fan makes it, it's like whatever. If like Zun makes it, then we get to make fun of the creator of this series that we know and love. Oh, okay, hold on, last attempt. Okay. I'm honestly, I kind of, because this is the last scene, so I might want to try beating this before I end stream for today. In any case, now, if you've been around the platform fight, by the way, I gotta mention, I love that this guy always appears whenever I export it. It's pretty great. Now, if you've been around the platform fighter genre... Okay, we don't need to listen to all this. I've listened to this before. What I want to see is the entirety of Master Ruby's section, which is like, gonna be like 12 minutes or some shit. Alright, here we go. Movie time. With Fiddledoo's level done, it's now time to move on to character number 2. Masked Ruby. Okay, I still need to put in music, but just general editing. That's what I want to see. Music, I can worry about later. Alright, so Masked Ruby's level hasn't even started yet, and I'm already gonna need to take some time to mention a weird mechanic exclusive to him. This will happen a lot, by the way. In Masked Ruby's case, I need to explain the weird way his side B works. You see, normally, if you perform this move in the air, it will completely cancel any upwards vertical momentum you have, which ends up making rising side B a very bad option for gaining height/distance. But this isn't always the case.
Am I like placing down
As Masked Ruby, if you perform an aerial neutral B to the point where Masked Ruby starts falling, or just perform an aerial side B, you'll be put into a state that I simply refer to as the rising side B state. Hi, hello, Editing Christopher here. So, I learned some very important news about how neutral B works while editing this video. See, how I used to think it worked was that you just had to neutral B until you started falling, but as it turns out in Masked Ruby's character sheet, it actually does describe how many spins specifically you need to do before you can perform a rising side B. So, yeah, that was just dumb on my part. For clarification, it's 4 spins before you need to do rising side Bs, which typically ends up being until around the time you start falling anyway, so my explanation is kind of correct, but I wanted to clarify that so I don't need to re-record every line where I say until you start falling with until you do 4 spins. Just know that if I say when you start falling, I actually mean when you do 4 spins. In any case, editing Christopher out. While in the rising side B state, you can, as the name suggests, perform rising side Bs until you touch the ground again. You're going to want to get very used to planning around this state, as this is Mask Ruby's main tool for clearing obstacles in the upcoming level. Now that you know all this, all you need to do in order to cross the 35-meter gap that separates you from getting into Mask Ruby's level is to do a full hop near the very edge of the platform and then perform a neutral B. Start drifting right and hold the neutral B until you start falling in order to get into the rising side B state. From here, perform a double jump rising side B and immediately follow it up with a regular side B. After that, perform another double jump side B, and then do one more side B. Depending on how much distance you're able to make with all this, you can finish this off by performing an up B, air dodging, or if your movement was clean enough, nothing. With that, you're now on the ledge and can enter the stage proper. 2 quick things to note though, the first thing being about neutral B. Optimally, you want to perform this neutral B at the peak of your jump, although, to be honest, you can perform this at any point. You can even perform it at the bottom of the screen if your timing's good enough. The second thing I need to cover is about side Bs. Note that doing additional side Bs, even if they're not rising, do gain you more horizontal distance, so the more you can squeeze them in, the better. With that covered, we can now officially move on to Mask Ruby stage. I feel like my pacing's weird there, but I don't really know how to fix that, so we're just gonna say that's fine. We're gonna say it's fine. So I love how the ad starts the second I start actually talking about it. If you got through Idledu's level before, this first jump should look pretty familiar. In order to make this jump, all you have to do is perform a full hop, which at the peak of, you'll want to perform a side B. After that, perform a double jump rising side B into another double jump rising side B. You should now be above the second checkpoint. Once you're above the second checkpoint, you have to get past the spikes guarding it, and unlike it'll do, you don't have a teleportation device, so you have no other choice but to embrace style. For this next jump, what you want to do here is perform a full hop near the edge of the platform, and then do a side B over the first set of spikes. Now from here, you want to do a double jump rising side B over the next 2 sets of spikes, and then perform an air dodge through the spike wall in order to get to the next checkpoint. Next up is the walls again. All you gotta do for the 12-meter wall is to perform a full hop into a wall jump, then do a double jump while drifting back towards the wall, and then do another wall jump into a double jump, then perform an up B and drift towards the left to make it onto the platform. Now onto the I think one thing of note that I have is that I kept not fixing it when I saw that it goes like 1 frame too far. I think it's fine, it's whatever. Again, the video is gonna be a little sloppy, so it's okay. It is just something of note. Heel wall. What you need to do here is perform a full hop into a neutral B, making sure that the neutral B I don't think it's the end of the world that it's there.
Into the rising side B state. From there, perform a rising wall jump side B, and then perform a rising double jump side B back towards the wall. Once back at the wall, perform the same series of inputs, and you should now be on top of the wall. No additional inputs necessary.
Nah, this is peak game. This is peak city.
This method is a tad overkill and not entirely necessary for this wall, but it will be for a future wall, so I suggest getting used to it now. The biggest thing you need to get down for this method is the timing for when to let go of the neutral B button, as it always goes on for slightly longer than you're actually holding the button for. Another side note. While tab wall jumps aren't great for attack canceled wall jumps, they're actually great for this trick, and I would recommend using them over clutch wall jumps if that's what you're using. Yet again, this room is a freebie, with nothing much to talk about. Just damage tank for everything until you reach the next checkpoint. Now, unlike it'll do, this next trick sucks. Jump down while keeping close to the right side of spikes, and then perform a side B. Once you're in the diagonal tunnel, perform 2 down Bs to the right, and from here, keep towards the 2 left blocks while falling. Then, perform a down B towards the left once you're lined up with a small spike underneath said blocks. From there, perform 2 more down Bs.
Hello, Bam. How you doing? I'm currently rewatching what I've edited so far for the video. Or, well, only for Mask Ruby section, though.
Pressing the clutch button to make sure they go up, and then perform an air dodge to the left at the last second to make it to the next checkpoint. By the way, in case you're curious, this is literally the only point in the level where clutching down B is important at all. I probably would have mentioned it as its own thing.
What did you win?
If, you know, we used it more, but this is literally it. There's nothing else. While this next spike tunnel might look easy, trust me when I say that this trick also kind of sucks. What you need to do here is to perform a full hop while drifting towards the left.
Congratulations!
And then side B once you're right underneath the top set of spikes.
Hold on, let me see what this is about. I'm curious. Oh. Yeah, I'm an idiot, by the way. I was supposed to be showing the recording this entire time. There was supposed to be footage on screen. I literally just forgot to hide 12.5. That's my bad. Hold on, what is this? Doom Perfect. This is a min 44. Okay. Let me see what's this shit? I assume this is like some crazy ass boss. Some pretty tight movement already. Hold on. Oh my god. Ugh, that's gross. Oh, I hate reading that. Oh, wow, that's tight, actually. Or, like, maybe it's not that tight. The windows for it look really weird. Dodging that pink looks annoying. That looks fine. For the most part. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's so gross. Okay, it's a little better now. Oh, God. See, that's more manageable. That early bit, though, that was like, holy shit. Oh, that's also kind of rough. That was a very clutch dodge. You see... Oh my god. Okay, well, speaking of clutch dodges, I was just talking about this shit, though. That was a clutch dodge. Speaking of that, though, holy shit, how did you sneak into this gap? You snuck in through here to here. I kind of see how they want you to do it. They want you to be, like, here, although I don't know how they expect you to get there. How are you supposed to get there? I guess you're just supposed to, like, slip in and then stay farther back instead of going up. Oh, it's the true last boss. Okay, damn. My streamer can't be this washed. I am washed. To make this even better is that, to me at least, the game's patterns look easier than they actually are. No, well, because they look... Looking at it, it's not that bad. It's playing it. Pretty sure you're just meant to press bomb. Lily White had a pattern like this in a fan game? Really? Oh, God. Oh, my God, that's gross. Dude, I just want to slow down this whole section. Holy shit, this dodging. It's amazing, but also, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay. So you start out with that, which you slip between that and then these two, which, Then you're down here. This is good. You slip between that. This one comes very close to hitting you. Like, fucking pixels away. That one also comes pretty close. Not as close, though. Then it's through these two. Through these two while they're like... Hold on. Through these two while they're like this. Oh, God, that's the wrong thing. Then through those... Hold on. Yeah, that one... Oh my god, that one's so close. It doesn't help that I don't know where your hurt box is. Yep. Oh my god. Look at this shit. That one is... Come on. Oh, you know her last attack in the Luna Child game? I actually don't remember. I can't believe that wasn't a hit. Or that one. What is this? How did this not hit you? Where is your hurt box? I don't know where your hurt box is in this game. Or maybe it's not your hurt box that's the issue. Maybe it's the bullet. Because it is center of the bullet collides the center of the hitbox. So maybe that just wasn't center of the bullet. It's very close. It's very close. You probably lost at least 100 attempts to this pattern on pace. That makes sense. That pattern is fucked. The bullets are 1 by 1 and checks collision every 2 frames. Okay. Well, the ship is 3.5 times 6. I can't visualize what that looks like, but it's small. And there is a decent chance that frame that I paused on is exactly the frame where it wasn't checking. God, that's... Okay, that shit's impressive, though. That shit's very impressive. Okay, yeah, back to the video now. Now you can actually see it, by the way. It's like this. Oh, damn, that is small. What the fuck? This was the ship you were using, I think. Okay, that explains a lot. Wait, so that's what 3.5 times 6 looks like. So 1 by 1 is like fucking infinitely smaller. No, you're using type B. Okay, so it's here. Okay, what the fuck was I doing? Right. Video. 4 by 6 and then shrinks to 3.5 times 6 in the second loop. Afterwards, fall for a bit, and once you're about to climb to the bottom set of spikes, perform a double jump. That's a weird bit of balancing. So they make it smaller in the second loop specifically. Okay. And right before you hit your head on the top spikes again, do an air dodge to the left. Well, that's not a lot of inputs. You have to be very specific in your timing for all of them, and there is no buffer window. You just have to time it. With that out of the way, welcome to what is probably the hardest trick in the level. What you have to do here is perform a full hop near the edge of the platform while drifting to the right as far as you can. Once you reach the peak of your jump, you'll need to perform a neutral B 3 times in a row. This part is especially tricky because if you perform any of the neutral Bs too close together, you'll continue the same spin, which makes you lose all your height. After the third neutral B, perform a side B into a double jump rising side B, into another side B, into another double jump rising side B, into one more side B for distance. Now, the timing for this next part is kind of awkward, but once you get close to the ledge, start performing down Bs until you're right next to it. Then, perform an up B and start drifting right to hopefully land on the ledge. This trick is very weird in the fact that I kept running into so many solutions that could solve it, but the timings for all of them felt very tight/awkward, especially this shit. I have no idea how I got that to work. This was the most consistent method I could think to describe. That was disgusting looking back at that. This one is also similar to It'll Do in the fact that it's another trick that requires you to gain a fuck ton of speed in order to cross a 120-meter gap. The key difference being is that this one doesn't suck, as you no longer have to deal with an annoying steel beam. In order to build up enough speed for this jump, you need to run along the conveyor belt and then perform a full hop at the edge of it, making sure to still be holding right when you go airborne. After you're in the air, you need to stop holding right, and then you need to perform a neutral B immediately followed by a clutch to turn around.
From here, start holding left and do a double jump to stay above the conveyor belt. Once you're past the conveyor belt, let go of left and perform another clutch neutral B back towards the conveyor belt while making sure to hold right before you land back on it. After you're back on the conveyor belt, immediately jump to gain a bit more speed. From here, keep rinse and repeating this movement, making sure to delay your clutch timings as to not overshoot the platform until you've built up around 60 to 70 speed.
Something I did wish, I don't really know how I'd go back and fix it. Or I don't really know how I'd, like, fix it. Because I'd have to rewrite, like, a decent bit of the script, I think, to try to fit it in. Or at the very least do more rewriting than I'd like. But a very important part of this jump is making sure to jump the second you get back on the conveyor belt. Because, like, if you look at this...
Once you're past the conveyor belt, let go of left and perform another
so,
clutch
look at my
neutral
speed.
B back towards the conveyor belt.
It's at 28.
Making sure to hold right before you land back on it.
It's at 27.
After you're back on the...
And then, so I'm on the conveyor belt, and I have all this time where I could be jumping. Actually, I don't think I can be jumping. I think I messed up, and yeah, I think I'm in landing lag for the neutral B.
Conveyor belt.
But I jump way too late. Like, I land here, and then I jump here. And that's way too late.
Immediately jump to gain a bit more speed.
So, I start at 32. Or, after I jump, I am at 32. Which is the same amount of speed that I started this clip at. So, I didn't gain any speed for doing that. Like, jumping the second you get back is very important.
From here... keep rinse and repeating this movement, making sure to delay your clutch timings as to not overshoot the platform until you've built up around 60 to 70 speed. At which point, you can do a full hop off the conveyor belt to attempt to cross the
his
gap.
sword looks.
Make sure to use both your double jumps as well as your neutral B to make it to the other side, as these moves don't halt your momentum. If all went well, you should now be done with the pit. Note that the reason I emphasize stick movement so much in this trick is because you lose a decent amount of speed with each clutch neutral B unless you start drifting in the direction you're moving in immediately after the clutch. And you don't even gain speed in the first place unless you're running in the same direction as the conveyor belt. The timing for the neutral Bs is kind of weird, but just keep holding in the direction you're flying in until about a second before you perform the neutral B. That's what typically works for me anyway. Another note, while this trick can be made at 60 speed, the ending is way more technical in my opinion. Just wait until you build up around 60
Yet
to
again,
70
another
speed
dumbass
and then
air
send
dodge.
it. And with any luck, you should be at the higher end of the spectrum. Now on to the big wall again. This 21-meter wall, believe it or not, can be dealt with in roughly the exact same way that the 16-meter wall was dealt with. Just do a full hop into a rising neutral B until you reach the peak of it. Then perform a wall jump rising side B, into a double jump rising side B back towards the wall, into another wall jump rising side B, into one more double jump rising side B. Then perform an up B and drift to the right to make it onto the platform. Alright, home stretch, and luckily this I'm
starting to realize making the stick disappear is kind of weird. I think it works so if there's like a long pause. So, like, it is weird when shit disappears for, like, seemingly no reason. Steel bean beats conveyor belt every day.
Tunnel screen isn't too bad. All you gotta do for the spike tunnel is do
I mean, to be fair, I prefer the conveyor belt way more, but if we're talking about the harder jump, it's absolutely the steel beam. Hello, Yokai, how you doing?
A full hop at the edge of the platform, and then perform a side B a little over halfway up so you don't hit the ceiling spikes. But, more importantly, so you don't overshoot and hit the left spike wall. After that, do a double jump rising side B going to the left into a double jump rising side B.
See, I think it works there.
Right, and then air dodge right before you hit the spikes to make it to the final jump. All you gotta do for this is just line yourself up with the left set of spikes and then do a full hop into a rising neutral B. Then perform a double jump rising side B to the right, followed by another to the left.
I don't know how I'd fix it.
Once you get right next to the spikes,
that's gonna be a lot of this video.
And start drifting left in order to make it onto the final edge. After that, make the final 3-meter jump, say hello to the Great Pumpkin, and beat the second level. We're now 1/4 of the way done, and it's time to talk about the next character, Jenny Fox. I think it's okay. There are little things I could go and fix. I think it's just better that I just move on to Jenny Fox. The only thing I will add, though, is I will add music. That'll be all off stream, though. I've added music for like It'll Do a while back. I have music for the intro. I have music for It'll Do. Now I just need music for Ask Ruby. And I can continue working on Jenny Fox as well. In any case, so that's okay. That's gonna do it for editing the stream. I want to finish this scene because I am addicted. I want to finish this scene. This scene will not get the best of me. I'm really curious as to where you're even planning to use the insignia decay. What's insignia decay? I don't know what that's from. Is that from Limbus? Is that from Limber Company? Limber Timber Company? God damn it. Ah. As we say, te mezzo loco. Does that mean I'm crazy? I know loco means insane or something. Because, I mean, to be fair, saying I'm crazy is just, like, I can't disagree with you. It's just a correct statement. The Lobotomy Corporation song I redeemed. Wait, did I say I wanted to use that in the video? Ah, no, wrong thing. Wait. I don't remember that song. Hold on. Do you remember what song that was? Because I said that, and I probably did mean it, but I forgot to save it. What song was that? I'm trying to... Because wait, I did? Wait, where did I save it? Wait. Hold on. Music. I saved it in the doc file. Oh, I do have a Lobotomy Corporation song here. How the fuck did I not see this? What is this one? We're gonna listen to this, so I can get reacquainted. The word means individually, but the phrase is something we say at Sueno's community to praise really good music. I see. Oh, no, yeah, that... yeah, no, and then you're referring to the Jenny Fox song. That Jenny Fox song is so good. Like, Slap City has such a good OST. Temezzo coming from the word tema in the sense of theme. Okay, so, like, crazy theme is in kind of, like, crazy good theme, essentially. Is that more or less correct? I think it builds up at some point, right? It has to. Right now, I'm not seeing what I'm talking about. If it's like some like out of left field theme, though, it's gotta be a goddess theme. Because like goddess is where I want all the fucking crazy music to be. It dropped and you immediately saved it. Okay. Gotta wait for the drop then. Okay, yeah, I remember why I saved it now, yeah. Yeah, this is the Goddess of Explosions theme.
Yeah, I'm bad. Also, this song is incredibly loud. Hold on. I'm just realizing how loud that is on y'all's end. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, this might be really good for, like, Goddess's, like, final trick that she has to do. Or, like, maybe, like, put it in, like, a trick or two before Goddess's final trick so it has time to build up. No, I don't know why I felt the need to rush that. As much as I love what Studio I'm did for Rooney and Limbus, there's just nothing like Lobotomy Corporation's Brackcore OST. Or Breakcore, you mean? Or is Brackcore its own thing? I was watching an Aspria, I was listening to Aspria FM VOD last night, and he's like, guys, you don't need to call everything core. You don't need to call every type of music core. And I was like, huh. That is just, like, a thing that happens nowadays, isn't it? Okay, very, very good song, though. Very good song. You know, in fact, actually, that makes me want to show the other song that I found and I wanted to use for Goddess's section. Because I was listening... I was trying to think of what songs I wanted to listen to for, I was trying to think of what songs I wanted to use for, like, Jenny Fox's intro, because I was thinking, like, a rock song could also work. But I found... Where is it? I don't remember where it was. You have ruined your Delta. Am I a Delta Rune play? I mean, I do play some Delta Rune. Where was it? Or was it like 24? Man, I don't remember what fucking song it was. Was it Peak Performance? It was Peak Performance. I was considering this one for Jenny's intro, but I was thinking this would be better for... Yeah, I finished Chapter 3. I finished Chapter 3 and 4. I probably said something that was a reference to Chapter 3 and just didn't think of it. Seeing Toyohime in a game was like seeing the Roaring Night. Honestly, kinda, yeah. Just bullshit patterns that kill you. Hitboxes that are way too big. To be fair, I like the Roaring Knight fight, but I think that fight had, or I know they have changed some of the hitboxes on that fight. I think the sword hitboxes are a fucking problem in that fight. Like, literally, you touch a pixel of that sword in the fucking sword tunnel and you get hit, and it's like, it just feels so bullshit. I don't know what it's like now. I haven't done the fight in a while. Yeah, that was bad. No, yeah, the fact that, like, she's one of the only written works characters, and in fact, I'm pretty sure she's the first, like, solo written works character to appear in a game. Technically, Aya is a written works character, but like, come on. But like, come on. I think it's funny because some people are questioning like whether the knight was like even a separate entity. Some people just thought it was Chris. Yeah, no, but like, yeah, like this is the first time like one of the written works has been like a mainline game or like mainline shmup. Not yeah, because I mean like the fighting games are mainline, but it's a spin-off. It's a spin-off. To be fair, fucking Kasen is sick in the fighting games though. She's very cool. Very cool lady. We're getting somewhere. God, I fucking accidentally hit shift. God damn it. You're a Chris Knight believer. Forgot it zooms in. Now it's all gone. No more Chris Knight Fairy for... God damn it. No more Chris Knight Fairy for you. Ba 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 bo, ba 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 bo, ba ba bo bo bo. God, the song hits different with headphones, to be real. I never realized it, but it does. God damn it. Very funny how Chapter 3 and 4 killed every fairy except the device fairy. I don't know that one. The only fairy I've heard in recent times... Well, obviously I knew about, like, the Chris being the night fairy. The only other one I've heard in recent times is, what was it? It was the Woody fairy, which I don't remember the details of that. Also, I want to listen to this, because this one's really fucking good. I did not go to the right. Yeah, I have no... It's a 10-hour long video? What the fuck? You see the Chris Slash Fury that happened in Chapter 3? Or, like, the video somebody made on that? Because I'm pretty sure Chris is the one who slashed there, right? No, nobody really says that, though. Or, like, when people see that scene for the first time, I don't really see a lot of people say, like, oh, like, did Chris do that? And also, the way Rousey talks after the fact doesn't make it sound like he slashed anybody. But the way he talks in the moment definitely makes it sound like that. Where he's like, how could you? Come on. No. Please. Please! I couldn't charge fast enough. Oh, that would have been perfect. It would have been to the good song. Now it's not gonna last long enough. You know what? We're making it last long enough. Fuck Destiny. We're just like Gerson. We'll destroy the prophecy. I will say, however, I will subscribe to the Fairy of Des. Is that... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Des, right? Is the Knight, if only because I also sub to Asgore, running them over. Where the hell did that theory even come from? I know somebody made a fan game about that shit. Very funny. Oh, no, right. It's a theory about planes of existence from bottom to top. You got the dark world, the light world, and finally the device. Gaster naturally lives in the device. I see. Kills almost every theory. Yeah, also spawns just as many theories. You can never stop people from theorizing. People want to know what happens next. People are convinced Gaster is an important character and is going to be an important character in fucking Deltarune. How funny would it be if he's just not? People are like, no, Gaster's so fucking important. Like, trust. Gaster is going to be in the game for sure. And then Gaster's just not even mentioned once. People are like, wait, no. no, but wait, no. That's not right. What happened to Gaster? So Fox like, who's Gaster? Yeah, that was just bad on my part. That was bad. It was bad. It's fine. No, why did I keep running into the one goddamn bullet? I can never stop running into the one. Neo, the one, the Matrix. Fucking God. There has to be someone out there who thinks Gaster may be the knight. Probably. Listen, if we can have the Woody theory, we can have somebody thinks Chris is the knight, or Gaster's the knight. Somebody's still out there believing Chris is the knight. It's like, we don't know. We don't know for sure. That could be anyone. The Chris we play as could be a hologram. Like Robin from Teen Titans. Where he was X, but then he was also Robin because he set up a hologram. And for some reason, he left that device just in his room, just chilling for Starfire to find because he's a dumbass. Guy, no! Well, every time the one! The Toby Fox is the knight, yes. I'll do an even better one. Gaster is nowhere in the game, but Toby Fox has a file to install. God damn it, okay. To install the Gaster type font somewhere in the game files. That'd be perfect. Just adds a little Easter egg. Adds a little Gaster egg. Ooh. There is a channel that talks about Easter eggs in Deltarune. It's Two Left Thumbs. I saw him because he made... I originally saw him because he made videos on the Stanley Parent... God damn it. The Henry Stickmin collection when that came out. But he also does a lot of videos on Undertale and Deltarune. And, yeah, and he calls the series Gaster Eggs. Because, like, Easter eggs, but Gaster. Because Gaster is cool guy. Well, also, I think his first video he did on Easter eggs were exclusively talking about Gaster. So he called them Gaster Eggs, and then he just wanted to keep the name. I am so mad at myself. The park. All right, take a photo. It'll last you longer. Just like Gaster will last longer than the entirety of the Undertale / Deltarune community. God damn it, Oku. Give me a break. God! We know Deltarune is inspired by Mother Free. And so if Des is the masked man, then Gaster is Pokey. Or no, yeah, Porky, as he calls himself. I always thought, like, Porky was, like, a mistranslation or some shit until I played Mother Free. Because I was like, he calls himself Pokey, or his name is Pokey in Earthbound, so Porky must be a mistranslation. Or Pokey's a mistranslation, one of the two. And then I played Mother Free, and I was like, oh no, they're both correct, never mind. How... You said this shit was 12 hours?
Hey.
I'm not listening to all of this. I don't know if I want to listen to this, to be real. This is part 1? Oh my god, I'm not listening to that. Thank you, yeah, thank you though. It's interesting to learn more shit like that, but I'm not spending all that time. I wasted 2 hours of my life watching fucking Parkour Civ. I don't want to waste any more hours doing shit that I don't want to do. I got so gaslit into thinking Parkour Civ is good, and I know, or like, Parkour Civ might be good, and I know people do genuinely enjoy it, so like I got gaslit for good reason. I still got fucking gaslit, though. I got absolutely gaslit. I can't believe complaining about Parkour Civ was all I needed to do to beat that one. Alright, we did it. According to the Twin Peaks theory, Sans is going to kill Gaster, so it's not that far off. We got Gaster being Porky and Sans being Ness. There's no such thing as coincidence. I don't know why this conversation has made me lose my sanity so much more. Alphys might work faster, but the former royal scientist, Dr. W.D. Gaster, one day he vanished without a trace. They say he shattered across space and time. How could I say so without fear? I'm holding a piece of him right here. Oh, that's a really nice poem. But what if you spent over 2 hours watching PvP Civilization? I didn't even watch Parkour Civ Part 2. I'm not watching PvP Civ when I didn't even watch the sequel. There's something funny about this Keiki. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe that like her hair is like 10 times bigger than the rest of her body. What are you waiting for? Oh, God. I don't want to... Listen, I don't want to be subject to the Vine Boom sound effect all over again. I'd... Like, if I were to go into that and cut out every time he uses the Vine Boom sound effect, I'd probably have, like, 30 minutes of footage. Over the course of that, it was 2 hours. If it's just the footage of him... Honestly, maybe 40 minutes.
Like, almost half the fucking length of just Vine Boom sound effects.
I didn't come up with that, by the way. I was quoting one of the Gaster followers in Undertale. Okay. I couldn't remember. I was like, that feels like something from Undertale, but I couldn't remember. You guys want to raid Drift? What is Drift streaming? I just know Drift's live. Fossilized World, no missed attempts. Yeah, no, it really is Johnny Test Whip Crack. What? There was something I wanted to say. I forget what it was. Oh yeah. In any case, we're rating Drift. We're rating Drift. Raid Drift. Rate 'em. Stream manager. Let's go to raid channel. We listen. We love the French. We love the French. They gave us good games like Claire Expedition 34. Yeah, there we go. They're playing IN. They lied. Oh no, but only if Draconic wakes up. Okay. We're gonna start raid. Alright. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye. Alright, raid